Eddie Murphy's comments about SNL 50 being a trip show that even the legends are still in awe over being part of the show's history. Not many people get to be a part of history in a recognizable way, but that cannot be said for the dozens of funny folks who've graced the halls of Studio 8H and contributed to the massive success of Saturday Night Live. As we all know, Eddie Murphy is one of the stars who made a huge impact on SNL, and in less than 5 seasons, and gave us some of the long-running sketch show's funniest lines during his 4 seasons there. He recently reflected on being a part of TV history and how the big SNL 50 celebration was a trip, even for him. What did Eddie Murphy say about being a part of the SNL 50 celebration? Along with the landmark 50th season of Saturday Night Live wrapping up not long ago on the 2025 TV schedule, the earlier part of this year saw a number of specials hit NBC, which you can catch with your Peacock subscription, which included appearances from many former cast members, beloved hosts of seasons past, and musical acts for a giant homecoming concert. Hilarious Beverly Hills Cop franchise megastar Eddie Murphy can pretty reasonably be said to owe a large amount of his success in the past 40-plus years to Saturday Night Live, so he was of course invited to take part in the SNL 50 celebrations. When he made a recent appearance on The Jennifer Hudson Show, which reunited him with the EGOT winner, a whopping 18 years after their work in Dreamgirls, she asked what it was like to go back and see everyone. After funnily remarking that it was a trip, 'cause everybody was real old, he elaborated and said, "I got on that show when I was 19 years old. So I went back and I saw all these people 40 years later. It was just a trip. And it was how can I put it, I felt like I was part of something. That show was on for 50 years, so it's this American institution. So when you're in the room, and you see all the different people that were part of the show, I had this really great feeling like, wow, I'm a part of this show. It was a good feeling. I loved it that I hadn't really thought about it before, but seeing as how Murphy and Hudson starred in an Oscar-worthy film but hadn't seen each other for nearly 2 decades, it must mean that he hasn't necessarily spent a lot of time with many of the people he actually starred on SNL with in the years since. So, it really would be wild to return and see so many of those comedians again. It would be like going to the grocery store and running into someone from high school after 4 decades of not seeing their face. Luckily, it sounds like the star of the upcoming 2025 movie, The Pickup, streaming with an Amazon Prime subscription in August, had a great time and was reminded of just how big of an impact he's made on history because of his work on SNL.